Hello, everybody. Kenny Gregg here. I'm coming to you live from my home office here, and I wanted to get with you on a couple things. First of all, I mentioned a couple days ago that I wanted to get you out a video regarding goal setting. Now, I know that we're, the time of this video, it's the 20th of January 2014, but here's the thing. Goal setting is something that usually people do and they'll get it done and then they never do anything more with it. So you start your new year out and you start going through it and we get all these exciting goals and we don't ever produce. We don't ever achieve our goals. We don't really make it happen. And so what I want to do is shed some light, especially being in the internet marketing, network marketing niche and helping people for many, many years now to succeed in the online business as well as to succeed in the offline network marketing business. And one of the things that always was a commonality that over these years in helping people that I have learned to not only myself to implement, but I've also seen a lot of commonality in what people write in their goals and why most people don't achieve it. See, in society, we always want to compare ourselves with someone else. So somebody else is making a lot of money, then we want to compare ourselves. And you can't compare yourself with them. You can use that as an inspiration, but you don't want to compare yourself with that particular person. So you don't want to have, somebody's making a, 50, 100, 200,000, $1 million a month. You don't want to compare yourself to them and say, well, why isn't it working for me? Because they're in a different, category than you. They're in a totally different setup than you. So you need to make sure that you are put into a position where you can succeed, where you can put yourself in a whole nother avenue and a whole nother realm of being able to build your business. So what we want to do today is we want to make sure that you are building your business, that you are put in a position where you can succeed in your business and achieve your goals. And so that's my goal here today in this particular video. I'm going to go over a few things. And the first thing we want to do is things that I consider where most people fail. Now, I'm not saying that everyone fails this way or this is the absolute. Again, this is my opinion. It's years of experience. It's years of understanding how people write their goals and what people do. But here's what happens is people set their goals in usually in December, January 1, whatever. You sit down and you jot down some goals on a piece of paper and then you put it away. Or you may just put it in your mind and you don't even write it down, which is, you need to write it down, obviously. But again, there's different ways. I mean, people bury their goals. People check on different things. They meditate. All these different things that happen, and to get to where you need to be. Now, the other thing that happens is you get that going. Okay, so you immediately get your goal setting over here, but then you take it to the next level and you start putting your goals and start mapping it out. Because if you don't map it out, I mean, here's the thing. If you put a goal down on a piece of paper, if you can't mentally think about that goal and realize that you can make that goal. So if I'm, say that I want a new house, for example. And so I put it down and say, I want a $200 million house or, $50 million house or $20 million or $2 million, whatever it is, and you've never owned a home in your life, and now I'm not saying that's not possible. It is always possible. Anything's possible. But the probability of that happening in the next 12 months is probably not going to be that great. So what happens is you set the goal, you put it down, and you get going, and now, what do you do? And so you start drifting away because you don't believe you can reach the goal, and pretty soon those goals become a thing of the past and you put them, done. Okay? So one of the things that I do personally is when I set my goals, I do it in 12-month increments. Now, I have long-term goals that are way, way, way out, okay? 3, 4, 5 years. I don't do too much past 5 years. I never really have. Because the thing about the beyond the 5 years is more retirement investments and things like that I do is more of a strategy planning more so than a goal. I mean, I do have a goal set in regards to, what I want out of the business, like what I want to make over a certain period of time. So I do have that part down, but anything past, 5 years typically from a standpoint of a business is you want to create that acceleration. And so when you're doing your goals, you want something that can be achieved in that 12-month period of time. So when you start your year out, and if you haven't done this already, you want to sit down and do it. But if you have done this already, you want to make sure that you are going back to the drawing board and redoing this. So when you're setting your goals, do one of these two things, okay? So this is what I do. Hopefully you can see this piece of paper. Excuse my writing, but you'll see here that I've sectioned it off, and I have, my 12-month goals, okay? So I've got my 12-month goals, and then I got my long-term goals. So I split it down the middle, and what I do is I write my 12-month goals on the one side, and my long-term goals, which is beyond 12 months, on the other side. Now, those are things that I'm absolutely going to have, and this is how I determine what is a 12-month goal and what should be a long-term goal. So let's use an example. Say you wanted to, let's say that you wanted to make $10,000 a month in the next 12 months. And you currently maybe making $20,000 a year or $30,000 a year, okay? Then in that case, you would, that's a doable proposition. You could definitely be in that position. Now, let's reverse it. Let's say that, the most you've ever made is, say, $30,000 in a year, and you want to be making $200,000 or $300,000 a month. Then that might be a little bit of a stretch and need to go beyond that 12 months. Now, it's not to say that it can't happen, but typically it's not something that you're going to want to do, put down in that 12-month period of time, because your mindset, unless you can believe it. Now, if you absolutely have the plan, the attack, everything that you're going to do, and you can believe beyond a shadow of a doubt that in 12 months you're going to hit that goal, then I say go for it, okay? However, be realistic in your goal setting. Put it over in the long-term side. If you find that it seems realistic, put it back over in the 12-month side. But get your goals set, and don't set so many goals, okay, where your list is just a gazillion long and you're going to try to get everything done in that 12-month time. Keep your goals and then chunk them off. Chunk personal goals and have, maybe things that you want to buy, maybe things that you want to get, and then chunk that off, okay? So section it off. So you got one section here of business, and you got one section of personal and things that you want to work on. Maybe you want to meditate more. Whatever it is, maybe you want to join some masterminds. Whatever you have that is going to make that work, then you want to chunk those off and put them into different sections. Now, the other thing you want to do is make sure that when you're setting your goals, that you do it in such a way that your 12 months goals is going to be something you can break down into months, okay? So it's 12 months. So we're in January, roughly got 11 months left in the year. Can I read that? Can I be there in 11 months? And then you chunk it off, okay? So then you backtrack and say, what do you need to do? And then you want to write a to-do list. So you write a to-do list and say, okay, well, my business is producing X number of dollars right now. If it's zero, then put zero. And so you know where you got to work on. Then you go, okay, I'm going to put a strategy plan. So the first thing you got to do is what is it going to take to get your business there? Know your model. So if you're an MLM or network marketing, know what it is. If you don't know, call your mentor, call your upline, call your sponsor, call people above them, whatever it's going to take for you to learn exactly what it's going to take to make $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, whatever. You need to understand what the marketing plan has in store for you, because if you don't do that, then you're not going to be able to do it. Now, if you want to do it internet marketing, then you need to find some strategy plans that are going to work for your business. Now, what is that you're going to do? Are you going to do affiliate marketing? Are you going to do consulting? Whatever the case may be that you want to build in your online world, you need to know exactly what that is so you can build it. Now, from those two strategy points, and I'm again, this model works in any industry. So I am kind of catering it towards the network marketing, internet marketing, because that is what my expertise is. That's where my expertise is, in helping people to build their business online. helping them get their strategies and automating their businesses. So it works in every single case. But again, I'm catering this, and I'm sticking more to the business side of your goals, because one thing I've learned, if you reach your business goals and your money is coming in, the personal part will become more automatic. You're going to have more time freedom to achieve those, so you don't have to spend as much time. Now, that's not to say that your business goals, maybe you want to lose a little bit of weight, maybe you want to get more fit, maybe you want to, those are things, of course, we work on every day, and you should be working on those. So maybe you've got a goal to get a certain, look, or you've got some techniques or certain things that you want to learn. Maybe going back and get a license, or getting some kind of technique, then you want to have that. And so from those type of strategies, you want to make sure, of course, you put those down. But again, all of that typically usually parlays back into your business and comes back to where your business is something that you want to do. And again, I change my goals around throughout the year. But I usually set out and I say, okay, this is what I want over the next 12 months. And then I start backtracking, and I usually will start with a dollar amount number, and then I start putting other things that are going to be placed in there to know what I got to do to get there. Who do I need to contact? Who do I need to network with? What kind of marketing strategy do I need to place? What do I need to do for advertising? What do I need to do to have my team? How can I get this so that I can streamline it and then continue to expand and build it out at a bigger pace? So again, all of that stuff that we have, that's all stuff that you're going to have. That's all stuff that's going to make you a better person and allow you to grow your business. And all of that done, then you will have what you need in order to succeed in the business. And at the end of the day, if you take those goals, put them down on paper, then start mapping it out. Now, what I do is let's say that, say that I wanted to make $10,000 a month. And that was the goal that was set. So I write that down and I say, okay, how much do I make now? And then I figure it out based on how much per day that I need to produce. And then I will go to whatever strategy that is, whatever I'm doing, whatever type of methods that I'm utilizing for my business model, and whatever business niche that you're in, and then I figure out how much I need to increase from my current standards, whatever I'm making right now, increase that in order to reach that goal. And that's really how you do it. And those will help you to achieve more goals quicker, faster. Now, in addition to that, I absolutely am a firm believer that if you're going to set a goal, you must believe it, you must live it, and you must have it down. And so if that means putting like a dream board with all your goals on there and your different things, putting the numbers, then that's a great thing. Get your family involved, have some fun, enjoy it, and then above all, know what your why is. Because if your why is strong enough, the goals will become easy. They will become easier, and you must work at it. But again, make sure that you're doing your goals conducive to the time that you're going to spend in your business and the time that you're going to invest in your business as well. And with that said, guys, hope you got some value out of this. I'm going to be adding a lot more videos. One of my goals was to get a lot more content out and helping a lot more people succeed in the online world. So if you want to connect with me at all, you can connect with me down below, subscribing to my YouTube channel. You can find me on Facebook. All my links to my different social sites are here on this channel. And I look forward to connecting with you. Look forward to helping you in 2014. Peace out. Have an awesome day.